It is me, Amber Barber, by myself. Let me stop playing. Okay, so today's topic is titled How to Contain Your Sexual Urges as a Christian. So God impressed this topic upon my heart because obviously his people need to hear this, because I feel like a lot of people in the Christian community have a problem with this at times, and it's okay because we're human. So first of all, let's get straight into it. So I wrote down some. Dad, what the heck? Hi, Dad. Oh my God, I feel like you're always watching my stuff like this. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna get into is I just wrote the opening statement. Having a desire for the opposite sex is completely normal, but because of the fall of Adam and Eve, we have perverted God's original design of being with the opposite sex. So I just opened up with that just for everybody to know that, this is not to be like, oh, you can never, have a friend, a guy or girlfriend or whatever, or that sex is wrong, sex is bad. That is not true. That is not true in the slightest way. Hey Trin, how are you? OMG. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I wrote down, it said, don't make it a habit as a single man or woman to always be in the opposite sex face. It's not a good idea to constantly find yourself in a man or woman's face. Because when you are single, your affections, feelings, and time should be spent with the Lord until God reveals to you this is your wife or husband. And then even when God does reveal that to you, you also need to have boundaries in that relationship as well, because you're not married yet. So, okay, we're just going to get into this. The first thing I just said. The reason why that is very important is because you can start developing feelings for someone that God never even said was for you. So that is why you most definitely want to make sure that you're staying out of the opposite sex face all the time. And again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with you having a friend, but make sure you keep it that way. And also, I remember my dad was talking about this other day to somebody, that if you start feeling like you like this person more than a friend, you need to consult God about it and ask him, like, God, hey, like, I like this person. Is this someone you have for me? And then after that, if he says no, then you need to seek counseling from your spiritual leader and ask them and tell them the situation, and then they'll give you information on what you should do going forward from that. Because I'm telling you guys, if you don't get that thing under control, you will find yourself falling in love with someone that God never even said was for you, or even you fall back into fornication, and that's not what God wants. He wants us to have healthy boundaries and healthy relationships with the opposite sex. It doesn't have to be perverted. It really doesn't. It's just us. Like I said in the beginning of the statement, like, it really us. Like, we perverted having a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Like, God wants it to be actually a friend, not a boyfriend and a girlfriend where we're having sex and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It's us, man, perverted this stuff. So the next thing that I wrote down, it says to be careful what you watch and listen to. Okay, this is very big. I can even relate to this on myself. I wrote down, if you're trying to stay sexually pure, don't entice yourself by watching movies or shows that you know have sexual scenes, or romantic movies that will begin to cause your mind to wander and ponder on the past if you've already had sex before, or if you have somebody in mind present day that you think is fine and good looking. Watching a movie or listening to, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, watching the wrong kind of movies or shows or anything that has, like, okay, let me give my example. I wrote down. I'm laughing because it's funny as heck. Okay, so for me, when was this? This is like, I want to say maybe like a good 2 or a year ago. I'm not sure. I was watching the latest Magic Mike movie, and I know doggone well I should have been watching it. But I watched it before I went to bed, and I had a dream. I had a dream about this guy that I used to like in college. That he was literally doing the same thing, the same moves that Magic Mike was doing in the movie. In the dream, and I said, "Oh nah, like nah, bro, like this stuff is real. What you are watching will literally get inside dream." It was crazy. It was crazy, but for real though, like what you're watching and listening to is so important. Like guys, seriously, don't play with that stuff. Like honestly, to be honest with you, I don't even really watch TV anymore because everything nowadays is trend. It was crazy. I woke up laughing. I was like, "Nah, dude, I can't do this again. This is too much." But yeah, back to Trin, you got me over here laughing. Oh my god, I'm trying to get back serious. So, dang, I gotta refocus now, man. Dang. Oh man, what the heck? Train. Okay, back to what I was saying. So yeah, like I was saying, it is real. What you are watching, yeah, that's what I was saying. I had to get refocused. So I honestly right now I don't watch TV. I barely watch TV because it's literally everything is either very perverted, people having sex on almost every other scene you're watching, or it's either everything's like super romanticized, everything's boyfriend girlfriend, or now they added on this homosexual stuff.